Everyone, I'm Magic Flying Potato. Hope you are doing well, and I am going to talk about the quality of life updates that have been added into the wood update. Just a reminder that this is still the public test right now, so anything that I'm showing you may or may not make it into the game or may have changes when the public release is actually released. So one of the new quality of life features is, as you can see, these lights are two different colors. So what you do is you go ahead and click on the customize button for it. And right here, you will have two sliders. I could turn the max brightness all the way down or all the way up. And the light temperature right here, see, I could change it to red and a greenish color, whatever green color that is. A little bit of yellow, I think, right there. And as you can see, it didn't really change much from halfway down as of the public test. You could also toggle these lights on and off with this switch right here. If you don't like what you did, just go ahead and do a factory reset, and it will reset the light to where it was originally at. Another option they gave for lights, and this works with all the lights that are within the game. So if I come out to the sap sconch, you have more options down at the bottom. So I have E, I can light it. I could snuff it, which turns it off. And then I could also click the customize button here. And same thing, I could turn my brightness way down or way up, and the temperature red to a more white color. So this one has more of a color change that you can see than the Firefly lantern. But as you can see, it does not have the toggle switch because the option right here of being able to light it and snuff it from the outside. Those are the lights. Another option that they have given us, I want to cover, is the bounce web. So if I have a bounce web right here, you do have a customization option right now. So if you click on that customization option, you can see that there is a arrow right over here. Now you can change this angle from 45 degrees to a negative 45 degrees. 0 degrees is straight up and down. And again, negative 45 to 45, so left or right. And right here, you could change the bounce height from 0%, which means you get no bounce. Let me go ahead and play around with that. So if I jump on it, you still get a bounce, but it's not like it was where you launch into the air. Go back into the customization, and I'm going to go ahead and set it for 25% and at a negative 45 degree angle just to show you what it does. So there's a negative 45 degree angle. And as you can see, it pushed me that angle that I had set it for. So if I come over here and jump on it, that's what it does. And I could go back in and customize the height. So if I set it to 100%, it might launch me into my ceiling or the bumblebee. So it does shoot you a lot further depending on the amount of percentage for height, or AKA power, that it gives you. The next thing I want to talk about is both the spinning wheel and the grinders are now area craftable. So as you can see right there, they give you a new symbol at your spinning wheel. And when you go over there, you used to have everything in your backpack in order to create either the crude rope or the silk rope. So I do not have those items in my backpack right now. I will go ahead and show you. I don't have spider web or fiber, but if I come over to my spinning wheel, click on it, you can see that I can make the crude rope, which I have 18 fibers sitting in my chest next to the spinning wheel. So as you can see, these are now area craftable as well as the workbench. Same with the grinders right here. You do not need to have the items in your backpack in order to create the slurries. A new thing they've added to the grinder, as you can see now, is you're able to make plant fiber. If you click on these different icons right here, you are able to make plant fiber out of weed stems. You're able to make them out of eelgrass strands, sprigs, grass planks, and clover leaves. So I do have some clover leaves nearby, so I could, 1 clover leaf equals 2 plant fibers. So if I craft that, 2 will be crafted. If I have a grass plank right here, holding it in my hand, if I click on the grinder, As you can see right here, the grass plank right here does equal 5. So I can go ahead and craft that directly out of my hand. If I go back, it is in the grinder. Same with the weed stem. If I come over the grinder, you can see that right here, the weed stem does make the most plant fiber. So if I go ahead and craft this, I will start grinding out 8 plant fibers from that one weed stem. Another new option that they have given us is the copy and paste option. So if I want to make more armor dummies, I could just copy and paste them like this. So what I did is I hit my middle mouse button, click down on it, and it copied that armor dummy right there. It doesn't copy the armor, it just copies the armor dummy, and I'm able to make it. If I click on it again, I can make as many as I want, as you can see right there. You can also click on these and customize them with the different poses that you're able to do within your picture mode. So you could do the air guitar, thumbs up, and they do have a peeper mode. And with all this, you do have the timeline that you're able to pose them in, whichever pose you really want them to go in. If you don't want the pose, just go hit factory default and it sets them back to normal. Again, if I copy this, I can copy and paste my stairs. So anything in my base like this, I can copy and paste. It just adds a quicker way of building. Speaking of building, we are going to go into the building menu. Let me come outside real quick. So as I'm standing outside, if I hit my build button, come over here, you will notice that there are less tabs up here in the construction tab area. We used to have a whole bunch. And right here, if I want the grass floor, I used to have to go look for the wood stem floor if I wanted to make that. Now I just hit F and there is the next floor right there, the stem floor. Same goes with the half stem floor. So if I highlight over any of these and hit the F key, you will see that it selects the different styles of floor. Same goes with the walls. So if I come over here with the wall, it will change the wall look. Just hit my F key and it will select the different walls that I have. So like here, there's 4 different versions. There's the windowed grass wall, the window sturdy wall, the window stem wall, and the mushroom window wall. So now instead of having to look through all these tabs, you just go to the tab that has what you're looking for to begin with. Say doors right here. I hit the F key and it will cycle through my different doors that I have. And once you find a door you want, you just click on it and place it down. And there you go. So if I click out of it and I didn't mean to, I could go ahead and do this. I do the copy and paste and just click on and continue to do it. So let's go ahead and talk about the hot deposit into storage chest. I'll open up my backpack, and as you can see, I have all these items in my backpack right here. And I know that this storage chest right here has these items in it, and I do not have to go in and drag and drop anymore. So let's go ahead and take a look at this inside the storage chest real quick. So as you can see, the spicy glob is right here, the plant slurry, mushroom brick, and mushroom slurry. So instead of needing to go in and dump all those items into that chest, I know those are in there. I can come up to this chest, hit my hot deposit key, and it deposits those items that were in my backpack directly into the chest. So let's go ahead and look at my backpack right here. And as you can see, they are gone. So they are now in the storage chest. The storage chest needs to have the item that you're dumping into it in order for it to leave your backpack and go into your storage chest. If you don't have a storage chest that has a specific item, you need to put that item into your storage chest first before you're able to do the hot deposit. So another thing I'm going to show you is the new repair tool, the way it looks when you hold your repair tool. Before you used to hold on to it and you'll see the actual repair tool symbol on items that you needed to repair. This has been changed. So let me go ahead and pull out the repair tool. So I am doing it at night so you can see the highlights easier than it is during the daytime. So I'm going to go ahead and equip it. And as I equip it, you could kind of see all these red highlights that are happening right now. So all these areas that are red like this are areas that are damaged and need to be fixed. So if I come over to the floor and look at it, as you can see, it does have damage on it. So if I just hold my attack button down, you see that it repaired it completely. The stem floor is now green and the red glow is gone. Go over here and I'll do it to this. And it repairs that floor. I'll come over to the storage chest. As you can see, it is halfway damaged. So if I just hold down my attack button, it will completely repair it until I let go of my attack button. Same with this floor. So that is the new repair look that they have added to the game. That right there does not need to be repaired. That is my red light that I have outside my my base. So the next thing I want to show you over at the research stations is the new resource surveyor. So if you walk into your resource station, here is the resource surveyor right here, this little box. If you click E, you will see that the map now has these circles. So every one of these bases that you are, or every one of the little field tents that you have discovered has this ring around it. If you haven't discovered all the tents, then the ring will not be in that area. And what this does is, as you can see over here on the left hand side, if any resource that I have analyzed and discovered shows up on this list right here, including bug parts, food, and the different types of shards that are out on the map. So the way this thing works, and right now it's not working very good within the public test. Hopefully this will be fixed. But I'm going to go ahead and click on this sap, and then I'm going to hit the survey. And as this surveys it, you can see all this stuff showing up. So there's supposedly one over here. So I'm going to go ahead and move my map. So this little yellow circle right here is going to highlight what I'm trying to look for. And it is right by the baseball. And then I'm going to go ahead and click R, or set the waypoint. As you can see, it does that right there on my map. And if I exit out of my map and I turn right there about 52 centimeters away, this is an approximate location. This will not, this is not like pinpoint accuracy. So as you can see, this survey point is on the ground, but the sap is not on the ground. It is actually up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab the sap right there. And as I grab it, it still shows up as being there. So this is where this needs to be adjusted and fixed, because if I click on my map, all this stuff still shows up on the map. So if you're using this, if they haven't fixed it by the public release, the way to get rid of all these dots off your map is just click on this, and it will close down all the red dots that are out there that you did the survey. Now for removing this right here, the waypoint, as you can see right here, that waypoint is still there. There is, as I'm trying to remove that waypoint, and as of right now, I think the only way you can remove the waypoint is come back over to the resource surveyor and click remove waypoint, and that gets rid of it. So hopefully they will fix this by the time the public release comes out. So this is still a bit sketchy in my opinion for the resource surveyor, but this is another new option that is being added into the game. And the one last thing I want to show you is the improved data page. So if we go into our HUD and come over to our data page right here, as you can see, it's no longer just everything thrown onto this page right here. So this is the Omnit page, which has all the cassette tapes, the products, which is the SCABI, your Burgle Tech chips, your audio logs, your notes, stuff, recipes, keys, boss notes, tapes from Wendell, notes from Wendell, and also places that you have discovered currently on the map. So as you can see, 23 out of 25 in the grasslands. I still haven't discovered 2 of them. Over here in the pond, I haven't discovered 3 out of the 7. The trash pile, I discovered 3 out of the 4. The sandbox, I discovered all the key points or key places. Picnic table, I'm missing one. Hedge and haze. So this will tell you if you have discovered everything in that specific area. So they have changed this page to be more user friendly, and it also has this inspect option right here. So if you, again, if I click on the mysterious machine as I did and click inspect, it will show you what that piece is and tell you about it. If I go over here, say I want to look at the dinosaur, the sunken T-Rex, hit the inspect, and I can swing it around and look at it, and it tells me a toy that's been lost in the depths of the pond. But I already know this because I found them. It doesn't tell you anything about the areas that you have not found. Hopefully this video helps. And again, all of this is within the public test, and it can change. It may or may not make it out into the public release. So if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them below. And as always, you guys have a great time out there exploring your backyards. And I am Magic Flying Potato, and I am out.